What's up, YouTube? Guess what? I finally got a chance to record the elevator on Menards. Yeah, even though I talk about not recording one, I finally got a chance yesterday. You know, it was a Schumacher. And it's the low on oil one. I know the elevator was low on oil because a guy named Jayan, shout out to him, he's an ADA compliant elevator YouTuber. Yep, he's an elevator channel. He's pretty cool. He actually did become the elevator Menards, so that elevator is kind of famous. So that's not just your boring old Schumacher. He said it's low on oil. I agree, but it's not as bad as when he recorded it. Seriously, it's one of my more popular videos. Probably because I said save big money at Schumacher videos. It was hilarious. It sounds stupid, I know. And they spelled the word Schumacher incorrectly. The elevator company I actually spelled Schu and Maku. Like actually the real word. Schumacher is a CH. But I think I'm okay with how I spelled it. I know the company's not gonna hurt me. It's not best that I did spell it incorrectly because they probably like, whatever, dude. But it's a nice elevator. I tell you, it's a very nice elevator. For a Menards elevator, that's probably the brightest elevator I've seen. It's pretty bright, pretty nice. They try, Menards. You try your best, Menards. I like all this. But the only nicer elevator. It's clean in there. It's not gross like the Tista Crop I rode a few days ago. Different Menards in Gretna. Not Gretna, I mean Rawson Menards. There's a Rawson Menards. They have a Tista Crop. It's kind of gross. But I will show you that one someday. I will definitely show you that one. It's pretty bad. Pretty beaten up. Literally, the buttons are up and down arrows. It's so hilariously stupid. Oh, Menards. That's a famous quote from Jan. I know his real. I'll put the link in the description to his channel. It's a pretty cool elevator channel. And I'll put also play with all his Menards elevators in the description. His channel is pretty cool. Hope you're watching this, Jan, because I'm recording Menards elevator just for you. I forgot to mention a shout out to him, but I said like Will though because I didn't like it busted. Even though there's not that many people, they don't mind if I record it. Even though once I've been busted. My first elevator was busted. But it's a nice busted. As I'm recording it. They were nice. I said I was just driving the elevator and they were like, okay. I was the one that told them so they know, okay, you are not messing around or doing something stupid up there. No way I would go up there for no reason. I like the elevator. Plus I'm 16, I could go up there. I'm not a kid, I'm not a little kid. It's a nice elevator. They take good care of the best they can. Menards, try your best to fill it up with some oil. You know it's not as bad. But it's not as bad as the JCPenney crappy. No, not JCPenney crappy elevator. I mean, it's not as bad as the JCPenney at Oakview Mall. The elevator was pretty bad, beaten up in low on oil, but it's still an epic elevator because it's a Montgomery Vector. Take care of your Vector. Also, the Dillard's is closing at Oakview Mall, sadly. But they're moving to the old Yonkers. And yes, I'm planning to record the elevator there at the Toys R Us and Dillard's. The Toys R Us I'm planning to record first and then the Dillard's once they open. Dillard's is opening later than Toys R Us. And I bet it's going to be a Schindler 338. I think they're going to keep the 338 in there. Because then the old Forever 21 space. And also I will record show you the build level. And let's say I get busted by security. I should never mind, you know that. But I'm definitely going to take a picture of the Montgomery Vector for you guys. I take pictures on my camera. Of the Montgomery Vector at Westwood's Mall. The famous Montgomery Vector elevator. Maybe I'll do a quick little clip of it. Because I don't want to be busted. Because I can't record the inside of the elevator, unfortunately. But you know, I showed the inside. I know my alarm sounds like under those. They're pretty cool sounding. It's not what you think it sounds like. It actually will be a YouTube first. I might make the Ramen one for you guys. When I get a chance to record another one, I'll go back to that Jason Penny hopefully more, because I'll definitely plan to an update video on that elevator. Because I don't think Goofy was gonna last forever. Next time I go to that Jason Penny's, I'm playing with my phone. If my phone's on me, I will play the record next time I go there actually. I'll say yes, I'm trying to clean my room. I love elevators, guys. You know me. The reason I've been alarmed on them, it's not because I'm being stupid. It's because I'm testing the alarm. That's what I'm doing. They need to pass my tests. They're testing them, that's all. That's all. That's why I've been alarmed by elevators. Oh, I'm doing it for fun sometimes. But being careful not to set off the phones. If I do accidentally set off the phone, that'll be a fail. And I will immediately stop recording when I do that and not post a video on YouTube. But if you don't see a video posted on YouTube about an elevator, it means I set off the phone and I will immediately run away from the elevator and get out of the place. Unless it's a hotel. If it's a hotel, then I'm in trouble. But I'm not gonna try to run alarm on an elevator all the time. That far. I just do it quickly. I think the Schumacher might be wired up, I don't know. When a Michimichi, so I'm not bringing me along when a Michimichi. I'll never do that, guys, because first of all, Michimichis are fancy. Second of all, they will set off the phone. They will. And third, I'll never do that to a Michimichi elevator, really. Seriously, even if they're not connected to a phone, I know they're an international brand. So that's exactly why I've never ran one in a Michimichi elevator, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool elevators, I tell you. The cool Michimichis I'm talking about, like the ones that go da-da when you're going down. By the time's inside the shaft, it's not where you really think it is. If I ever get a chance to record Michimichi, I will show you it. I will show you one. It will be one of the coolest Michimichis, one of the cool Michimichis, not the Target Michimichis. Not the Target version of Michimichi. But you try best Michimichi. I really used to hate them, but now I kind of grew to them. Grew to like them a little. That's why the Hawaii has a lot of them. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to ride one. But I got my very cool Otis elevator. It was very cool. It was very beautiful. I forgot about the elevator in Hawaii, but I wish I could record it for you guys. But my record of elevators is 13 at one time. No, like at one trip. No, at one time. At a total in one state. Minnesota was the record. Because Mall of America broke the record somehow. And next time I go to Mall of America, I'm definitely planning to record the famous elevators. There's a Kone there. Believe it or not, there's some other elevators that I've never heard of. There's a Kone, I believe there's a TK. Actually, not TK. I mean, an Otis. There's an Otis, a Kone. Like an Otis Gen 2. A Kone that doesn't get roved in that much. I think there's a MEI. Yeah, there's MEI. I remember there's an MEI there, but I couldn't get a chance to record that MEI because I couldn't find that MEI, the famous MEI. There was another MEI, believe it or not, there that looks like a mod. Mod, but it might not be a mod. But the cool MEI, I definitely probably record. And then still formerly the American Girl still with a Schindler 338 elevator. Believe it or not. It's a Schindler. I think it's a Schindler or an MEI. I don't know. Maybe it's a Schindler / MEI. I would say that cool M&M still elevator, or I call it M&M still elevator. It's pretty cool, but unfortunately they replaced the buttons on there. So long as that cool circle button is now a different button. But still, it's a cool panel. It's like not like the claw machine button anymore. Somebody recorded an update. I think that's why they replaced it, because it looked like a claw machine, but it's ridiculous. M&M stuff, but I saw it last time. It's a little beaten up, but not as bad as you think. Oh, maybe it is a Michimichi. Who knows? I think I maybe had rode one Michimichi elevator in my life. I don't know. I don't know, really. But that was actually my first Schumacher I ever rode. Actually, not really my first Schumacher. My first full confirmed Schumacher I ever rode. I've actually been in one Schumacher. Actually, technically, I've been in one. I take that back. I've been in one Hy-Vee. And I think I maybe had even tried to ride one at the Papillion Hy-Vee. But I didn't get a chance to. Because Papillion Hy-Vee's a little different cab than all the others. But there are Schumachers at Hy-Vees. There's even an Otis that one in Kelso Bluffs. I'm planning to record that one someday for you guys if I ever go to the Hy-Vee. But my dad doesn't really like Hy-Vee. He got the high prices. Will cost you your full paycheck because he doesn't like Hy-Vee. It's high prices, so he jokes around with Hy-Vee. Well, I don't mind Hy-Vee. My mom likes Hy-Vee because it's convenient. But my mom likes Costco also. But it's something she really called elevators if you don't know. Special guests like a cousin of mine or random YouTubers. But that'll be someday random YouTubers will record elevators for me. That'll be someday in the future. Maybe I might let Diesel DC record an elevator. Shout out to you, Diesel DC. I love you a lot, and he's one of my first elevator YouTubers I ever watched. One of them. My first violent YouTuber was an elevator YouTuber, believe it or not. So technically maybe that guy was technically my first elevator YouTuber. But Diesel DC was my first confirmed elevator YouTuber. But the final YouTuber made elevators. So this is the story behind how I like fire alarms. Now I'm changing to the topic. So the story behind how I like fire alarms was basically I was sick in first grade. So sick, like very sick, and I saw a recommendation on my YouTube channel. I was like, what is this thing? It was an ESG Integrity white speaker show, which was a rare. And I listened to the video. I did not like the simplex message back in the day, fun fact, guys. Yeah, I did not. I thought the guy in there was boring. Yeah. Now, I kind of enjoy it a little. I enjoy it a lot, actually. Because simplex is famous. Like, who doesn't like the famous simplex message? And yeah, that's how I've been interested if I was after hearing that video about an ESG Integrity speaker strobe. That's how I got interested in fire alarms. How I got interested in elevators, it's a complicated mess. And then how I got interested in the white radios. I'll tell you that topic. So basically, KTV showing an ad about million WL120 EZ, I believe. I believe it was the EZ, or maybe a WL120, who knows. I was like, man, KTV, that's actually kind of cool. I was like, that was kind of cool. So, then, a few months later, I did my first emergency alert system video from a YouTuber called Tornado Freak 19-something. I think it's 1984 or something like that. But he's no longer a very active YouTuber. He also makes fire alarms too. He was one of my first fire alarm YouTubers also. This is my first emergency alert system video from him. It's one of his older videos. And yeah, that's how I got into the there. I think the first elevator I pointed out was actually somewhere. I don't know where I pointed out my first elevator. But now I know all these brands. I always point out all the brands and tell my dad and mom and whatever, whoever. But I like Montgomery's. I like Dover's. I like all kinds of companies. My favorite company is actually, believe it or not, you would not believe it, but I like Otis or Dover. Or Jessica, depends on Jessica and Dover are the same thing, so yeah. There's difference, but they're basically the same company. Yes, and they're a long video. I love elevators, guys. Like, my dream elevator to record now is a US elevator. My former dream elevator was a Otis Series 1. Now it's a US elevator, any type of US elevator at this point. But maybe my dream one, the biggest dream, is a circle button one. Or soft touch, those two. Otis Series 1 was my previous dream elevator, yeah, Series 1. And if I got didn't record it unfortunately, but it was an older Series 1 at a Hampton Inn. And then I got a second chance, I got a new Series 1 that's recorded that I'm mailing out. This is my second elevator video I've recorded on my YouTube channel. My first elevator video I ever recorded at my church. It's a nice church, by the way. I recommend, if anyone wants to go there, I recommend going there. Anyone lives in Omaha area, recommend going there, or even coming to visit Omaha area. I recommend going to that church if you want to. It's a nice church, and they did renovate the basement recently. Yeah, and added some things on. There's some bells at my church that the bell system's checking out. Maybe someday I might get a bell. I don't know where my bell is. It's just downstairs in the dining room. Not in the basement, it's downstairs in the quote-unquote dining room, actually. It's not really in the dining room, but yeah. Yes, I guess for Christmas already. I know, it's ridiculous. But there's no ornaments on my tree. Other than that's ridiculous. But wait, guys. I love elevators. Really, you don't know how much I love elevators. You just have to show the someone says because that's an elevator fan, but I outgrew it so much that I actually tore it on accident. Yeah, it's too small for me, obviously. I'll try to put it on again. Sorry, ThyssenKrupp elevators. It's like TKE, but I got it on TK for sure because I cannot spell the name correctly. Fun fact. Don't make me try to spell it, guys. If you guys tell me in the comments to spell it, I would just say, if you guys actually show me how to, if you tell me to spell the name, I should put the full name in there in the comments, I might actually do that. Because, you actually told me how to spell it, but I'll have to copy and paste it. I might still call it TK elevators. Even though they take TKE, technically, ThyssenKrupp elevators. I'm still going to call them TK because that makes no sense. ThyssenKrupp, that's what ThyssenKrupp. If you're wondering if I ever put TK in my videos there, it just means ThyssenKrupp because I can't spell the name right. Really. If I tried, I know I'm going to spell it correctly, like I spelled Schumacher correctly twice. And also I spelled another company incorrectly. Once I tried to spell Dover incorrectly. I call it Dub. Dub, yeah. I call it Dover Dub. This is insulting. No, it's not the oldest thing correctly, but I might have called it oldest. But they are the oldest elevator company. They're very old. They actually are the first elevator company. But they're at Sears and Macy's. Most likely at Macy's. The very first elevator was ever invented. Yeah, I love this a lot. And I'm planning to get a Gen 3. Actually, I did get a Gen 3 recorded, actually. I'm planning to get all kinds of elevators recorded. Yeah. You got the sneak peek also of the World Elevator Chime. Yeah. Also, I want to show you guys something cool I forgot to mention to show you guys. Didn't see it myself. Crystal. Got this. It doesn't talk to you, unfortunately. But it beeps. SCON smoke detector feature, and you will not believe it, but it's still good. It was expensive. There also was a CO detector. They're made by the same company, but it's red tag. It's cheaper than this, but I actually got the more expensive one because it came with CO feature. I thought this was going to talk to me, but it's still cool. And when I thought double A, I thought it took 9 volt, but it did take double A's actually. Someone double A there, I was like, really, dude? You should put a 9 volt in there. I was just missing the mounting bracket. Like, it didn't come with a mounting bracket. It's the model number. Up here. ZCOMBO. Yeah, that's model number. No, this is probably one of the more basic model numbers, and it's a battery only powered one. Yeah, same as the Omaha or SVDP for sure. In that particular save, it's the DePaul in that area I got from. It's actually open on Sundays, not like other St. Vincent's that always all closed on Sundays. All the other St. Vincent's are closed on Sundays, except for that location that I got this smoke detector. It's a CO detector from. I kind of forgot I had that killer smoke CO detector right there. I had that smoke detector Yeah, because CO detector I forgot about. So technically I had two CO detectors if you really want to count this. I counted this more of a combination alarm. I never had a combination alarm, like a full blood combination alarm. But I got close to one at one point by first alert. It's not the only time that I had the first alert smoke detector. You see my older videos, I just had two of the same smoke detectors made by first alert. The record is 3 smoke detectors I have, but I'm keeping the record going. Yeah. And this is gonna be the thumbnail, by the way. I'm sorry it took a while for not showing this thing. I'm sorry for not showing this thing until later in the video because it took a while because I've got distracted. Okay, but this is pretty cool. The video is already 20 minutes long, almost 21 minutes long. And I've been talking a lot. See? But I think it's from Costco. I believe it probably was from Costco. I wish I could test it, but I had no batteries in it, and also it's kind of loud. People surprisingly still sleeping because it's a Saturday. Just kidding, not surprisingly sleeping. Also, I don't have batteries in it, obviously, so yeah. Maybe it doesn't talk to you, it beeps. Like, it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not interconnectable, unfortunately. But at the same time, it's fortunately, because I actually do have some that somehow first one smoke detector that's like this. But other than it talks to you, which is nice. Yeah. Anyways, that's it.